Thanks for joining me. Today I have a very special guest on the show, writer, director, actor, musician, editor, no way am I jealous whatsoever, Dave McDonough. Dave's joining us today to answer some questions about his holiday slasher movie, Groundhog. Before we start, I want to say that if you're a horror fan, and you should be if you're watching my show, please purchase a copy of this movie. It brings back what today's horror misses, fucking awesome practical effects and a badass score that rivals classics from the 80s. Anyways, that's enough from me. Let's get to some questions.
Hey guys, Dave McDonough here, director of Groundhog. And I also go by Dave Maggot on YouTube, and I'm answering some questions for Movie Massacre. What inspired me to make Groundhog? There's a little movie from 1987 from my childhood called The Monster Squad. In that movie, they are watching a drive-in movie called Groundhog Day Part 12. And being an avid fan in the 80s of holiday-themed slasher movies, we never had a Groundhog one. Like, we never had a Groundhog Day one based on Groundhog Day. So, over the years, I wanted it, and I wanted to see it, and I wanted horror fans to see it too. So, I said, why don't I just make one myself, dabbling in film over the years. I can write a script, so I wrote the script, and we made it. Also, for part of the movie, I was inspired by a story I heard about a guy who was walking his dog, and it was during the winter time, and there was a guy plowing in a plow truck, and he plowed next to the guy who was walking his dog. And next thing you know, the guy who was walking his dog pulled the leash out of a snowbank, and there was no more dog. So I imagine, that's devastating and life-changing in itself. So what if that happened to a human? How much would that change a person's life? What would they go through? So that's when Groundhog, the script, came about. I wore many hats on the set. I was the director, writer, I was an executive producer, an actor, and eventually I knew I was gonna edit the movie and become the music man too, because I'm a musician. So I wore many, many, many hats. And my favorite one would probably be editing and doing the music. Because editing is like you're giving birth to your child. And, the child's gonna go out in the world and get to know everybody and whatnot. And all the little snippets of how you put the scenes together and stuff. That's like creating, what is gonna be your film child. And doing the music, I just love being creative musically. I've always been into doing music and stuff. Like, I did the metal bands type stuff for years, and mostly just as vocals, but I've been playing guitar for about 20-something years, and can play bass, keyboard, and whatnot. So, I love John Carpenter and Goblin, so I love doing the music, and I try to combine it. I try to make it a combination of John Carpenter and Goblin. So, doing the music and editing were my favorite. How do you know when a script is ready for a film? You go through multiple drafts. You try to get it the best way. You can tell the best story as possible in the best possible way. You get feedback from other people, and they put, they say, it'd be cool if you tried this. I want to see this. If you have a producer, like I did, made it for the film company that I'm a part of called Boombastic Films. I sent it to my producer, and he would send it back with notes. You just go through notes and notes and notes. You go multiple drafts, and when you reach the perfect one, you make sure it's a certain amount of pages, because you count every page is a minute of a movie. So you count that, and just when it's the best possible way you can tell this story, that's when you know a script is done. Multiple drafts, notes, collaboration, getting people's, just what people want to see, and what horror fans want to see. And I'm lucky to have a lot of my friends are diehard horror fans, so just talk to people, see how it is, and then you're ready. I am a big fan of music, and I'm a big fan of horror movies, and I grew up in the 80s, so I take my inspiration for writing movie scores, I take it from the music from those movies, from the 80s. Say the John Carpenter movies, say the old slasher movies, just that really synth-driven, but like the John Carpenter and Goblin style. Synth-driven, just, rocking, appropriate for the scenes, So definitely 80s horror. I know a lot of people do it these days, but I try to really, like, stay true to that style of music. And, yeah, because I know what I want to hear when I'm watching a horror movie. I think I know what's good to go with the scenes themselves, the death scenes and stuff, and yeah, so the 80s definitely. 80s slasher movies are a part of me, and now I'm a part of them, so that's good. Who won, Jason or Freddy? In Freddy vs. Jason. I would say Jason won, because I'm a big Friday the 13th fan. I'm a big Nightmare on Elm Street fan as well, but I prefer Jason over Freddy. They both kick the shit out of each other, but
special boy.
I like to think that Jason won. Yeah, I like to think that Jason just kicked his ass. And so but if Busta Rhymes was in that movie, Busta Rhymes would kick both their asses. So I would say Busta Rhymes won Freddy vs. Jason. So this has been David McDonough, director of Groundhog, a 1980s style holiday-themed slasher film filled with blood, guts, and comedy, and in the feels. It has the feels as well. If you like what you see here, subscribe to Movie Massacre, because he's got a great channel, and subscribe to me on YouTube if you want. I'm under Dave Maggot. I'm on there with the thumbs up, wearing a suit at the Groundhog premiere. And yeah, give it a comment, a like, subscribe, ring the little belly thing, go ride a horse into the future, space horse. Start a garden, grow a garden with a bunch of flowers if you like flowers, but they gotta be metal flowers. Remember that. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Thank you so much for being on my show, Dave. You're awesome. If you like old school horror, you'll love Groundhog. Like I said earlier, go out and buy it. You won't regret it. Head on over to Dave's YouTube channel and subscribe, and also head on to his Twitter account and give the gent a follow. Thanks for joining us. I'm out.